everybody, this is Judy at Judy in the Kitchen. Today we're talking about fiber, and I have some tips for you if you're going to adjust from a low fiber diet to increased fiber. It's not just something that you want to do overnight and go from a very low fiber intake to a high fiber intake. Why is that? If you do that, you're going to have some potential issues, probably a lot of gas, bloatiness, maybe even diarrhea. Why is that? For one, your intestinal tract is not used to that. And for two, your gut microbiome is not used to that. The bacteria that normally live in our intestinal tract break down and digest our fiber that we eat in our foods. And they adjust to the amount of fiber that you normally routinely take in. If you suddenly change that and really increase it, all of a sudden you're taking in more fiber than you have bacteria to break it down. And that in itself can lead to some cramping and uncomfortable issues with your digestive tract. So it's really better to increase the amount of fiber that you take in slowly. And this gives your body time to adjust, and it gives the microbiome time to adjust, okay? So what you can do is just look at what you're eating and identify a way you can work in some more fibrous foods into your day. Make sure it's something that is right for you, that you can do routinely. And you want to continue to do that on a regular basis until it becomes habit, until you don't have to think about it anymore. Then you want to add a little bit more to your day. And again, examine your diet and figure out what else you can replace or add in a particular meal. More fibrous foods, fresh fruits, vegetables, beans, nuts, seeds, legumes, anything like that. What can you do? You may find that you need to cut out something else that you are routinely eating in order to have enough tummy room to be able to handle more of the other foods. And that may not be a bad thing, depending upon what you're eating, okay? I'm not going to point fingers in any particular direction here, but let's say you routinely have a couple of cookies for a dessert after lunch at work because it's easy. Why not replace those couple of cookies with a piece of fresh fruit that you brought with you from home, and leave the cookies alone? Don't buy them anymore, don't make them anymore. Finish them up, get rid of them, give them away, whatever you need to do. No more cookies after lunch. For dessert, have a piece of fresh fruit. When it becomes comfortable to you, then add something else or replace something else with a more fiber-rich food. And if you do this routinely so that you make one small change at a time, and you continue that until it becomes habit for you, routine where you don't have to think about it, you can maintain that habit for life. The goal is to maintain it for life. This is not a short-term fix for anything. If you do that, it's like a recipe for disaster. It's just not going to work right for you. It may give you some gassy issues, and then you return back to the other and you'll get constipated again, and it's just not going to work. You want to think in terms of lifelong changes for the health of it, okay? For the health of it. This is for your benefit that you want to make these changes. Basically, you want to make small changes over time. Take one step at a time. Work on that one step until you don't have to think about it anymore. And then maintain that one step and then add something else in there. And keep that going until you're satisfied with the amount of fiber that's in your diet. Till you have regular bowel movements, it's not a big issue. You don't have to sit there for a half hour. And it's just, an automatic thing. And you'll feel better, and your body will function better, and you'll lower your risk for all sorts of diseases along the way. Another thing that you want to make sure that you do along the way is drink plenty of water. Plenty of water. And nothing is going to replace that water. Now you can also add in some fresh vegetable juices or some herbal teas, something like that. But it's best to replace sugary drinks with plain old water, or maybe a lemon water, and if you have to, add a little bit of honey to it for a while, and so you can adjust your taste buds. Water is very, very important when you're increasing your fiber intake, because it's going to function much better for you if it's able to absorb water and liquid in the stomach and in the intestinal tract. It's going to add bulk to your stool, and it's going to soften your stool along the way. If you are dehydrated and not drinking enough water, then you may have some very hard stools and you will not be happy. So give that a try. See what you can do to increase your water intake, and again, your body will thank you for it. Let me know if you have any questions or comments below. This is Judy at Judy in the Kitchen. I hope this helps. Bye for now.